Hey there, I'm Mr. Terry. I'm a high school history teacher. Welcome back to another History Teacher Reacts video. All right, I thought it was time to return to some Family Guy history jokes. So I got a compilation to check out here. And if you're new to my channel, what I like to do is, of course, react to the jokes, but say a little bit about the history behind the jokes. So I don't know what's in this compilation, but let's see what kind of fun we can have. All right, here we go. All right, kids, if you're not allowed to watch Family Guy at your house, doesn't mean you can watch it here. Go ask your parents. What do we got? Griffin ancestry.
I feel like an explorer, just like my ancestor, Ponce de Leon Griffin. There it is, boys, the fountain of youth, just like I told you.
Forgot about this.
Well, that was worth the 8-year boat ride.
What I actually want to know about from you guys actually on that one, the fountain of youth story, Ponce de Leon. Why was that a thing? Like, why? Where does that derive from? I actually need help on the history of that one. Just some old weird American folk tale. Actually, pre-American, because it was Europeans coming over and looking around, right? Anyway, I actually need your help on that one. Let's hopefully I can see if I can help now.
Celebrity in a family? Well, that was worth the 8-year boat ride.
Like, why do people believe
We haven't had
that?
a celebrity in a family since my great-aunt, Queen of Burlesque Griffin.
Queen of Burlesque? Oh, gosh.
Cheesy jokes and ugly broads. Way back when
Gross.
they had no porn, just scarves, fans, fat, gross, a terrible time for your penis to live in. What are you talking about?
Yeah, Burlesque House. It's like the most radical thing you could go to in American society in the old days because everyone was so prudish back then. Now with the internet and other types of stuff, I mean, you don't need the burlesque houses or anything like that. But
I'm a born leader, like my great-great-uncle Ulysses S. Griffin. Chug-a-lug, chug-a-lug, chug-a-lug.
This is Robert E. Lee.
Yeah, woo! How's that, Robert E. Lee? All right, no more slaves. But we still don't have to read books. Deal. Yeah! Woo! You know,
So that's became the tent where they negotiate. It's at Appomattox Courthouse, Virginia. Ulysses S. Grant, leader of the Union, which was the northern states, and then Robert E. Lee of the southern states. They have to negotiate. I mean, it was over for the South by then, and maybe they did get drunk. They probably got drunk afterwards, but and South, you can read, right? Of course you can.
my great-great-great-uncle Angus Griffin invented the game. So we're all clear on the rules then. No Jews and no blacks.
Oh, gosh.
Hey!
Now, the thing about golf, so golf was invented in Scotland. In certain parts around the world, it was very segregated. It was, in some instances, I know, like was it Augusta in Georgia? That was like really late to desegregate that course. But yeah, but anyways, it was invented in Scotland. It was a much harder sport back then in like the 1800s. We think golf is hard now. Dude, you should see what happened back then. The balls sucked. They were like sometimes wood, couldn't be perfectly round. They would break. The clubs sucked. You had to be crazy skilled back then.
From now on, I'm going to be right where the action is. Like my uncle, the guy in the white hat, Griffin.
Guy in the, oh,
There's been a lot.
okay, so this
Guy
is
in the white hat, Griffin.
Jack Ruby. Okay, so this is Lee Harvey Oswald. So Lee Harvey Oswald was the guy that killed JFK. And the famous story is he was being moved from one jail, basically another containment, being contained from one place to another place. And this guy, Jack Ruby, popped out while they were moving him into to the car and shot him dead. And this was just after the assassination of Kennedy. He hadn't even really been sequestered yet, or like interviewed, or get down to the bottom of the plot, which added to the JFK conspiracy. It was like, was somebody sent to kill the witness? And the thing about the assassin of the assassin, Jack Ruby, he was this Dallas nightclub owner that people were like, is he tied with the mafia and stuff like that? Now, he ended up saying that he killed him, Oswald, because he did not want to have to hear like a testimony, or not, he didn't have to hear testimony, but Jackie, JFK's wife, didn't want to have her go through his testimony and all that stuff. But people were like, I don't know about that. But the thing is, Ruby ended up dying in jail too, which added to the conspiracy further. It made it much crazier. Now, I don't remember another guy in a white hat being in this that Peter's playing, but I might have to go back to that film. Do you guys know who's the white hat guy?
There's been a lot of famous Griffins, like my great-aunt Ella Fitzgerald Griffin. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Famous jazz
I'd
musician,
like to
one of the
introduce
early
my
jazz
accompanist for the
superstars.
evening. Please say hello to young Ray Charles.
She's amazing, by the way. Go listen to some Ella Fitzgerald. Oh, that's how he got blind. Okay, so Ray, he's a blind, he's getting blinded. But anyways, yeah, Ella Fitzgerald, one of the first American like music superstars. Jazz was the new cutting edge thing that young people love, which went and danced to, and it was black music in America. And it's one of those things that brought white people and like black people together in a very racist time in American history, that everyone would like that. And since it was radio days, a lot of people didn't know like what the race of the person was, as a singer. So it kind of transcended race that way.
And have always been winners, dating back to my diminutive great-grandfather, Juarez Griffin.
What is? Let's say this is Mexican Revolution or something. 19 teens. No, he was just tiny. Okay. I don't know the historical context here other than cockfighting. We'll just say it was Mexican Revolution. The peasants are coming up, taking over the what they believe was a foreign obsessed feudal government, basically, to take back for the people.
Blood.
Mexican
Ever since my
Revolution.
great-grandfather, Huck Griffin, rafted down the mighty Mississippi.
What did you just call me?
I thought that was your name.
That is
Jim?
our word. You've got no right using it.
Hey, I'm cool. No
So,
problem.
let's see if I
Could you pass me the N-word, Jim?
okay.
Thank you.
Oh gosh. So in the book, Huck Finn, Huck Finn, written by Mark Twain, by the way, real name Samuel Clemens. It was a different time back then because he was in the 1800s, and the name of that character was N-word Jim. It was just how they spoke back then. But back to Mark Twain. Mark Twain is kind of seen as he's a very interesting character and was very much like, I don't know if you would say like ahead of his time, but like was definitely thinking ahead when you hear him talk about things. And look into a little bit about his kind of like beliefs and foresight. People mostly know him for his novels, but he was very like socially active, I'm not saying woke or something, but you know what I mean.
Weird places, like my cousin, J.C. Dugard Griffin.
Who?
Grandpa, Daddy, husband, my belly hurts
Oh, God.
again. This country
Grandpa Daddy husband?
Grandpa, Daddy, husband.
I don't know what this.
My belly hurts again. This
Oh,
country needs
no. I don't know what that was referring to, but I don't know if I want to know.
more immigrants like my cousin Peter the Pig needs a new house.
What?
I wouldn't
Wives'
do that
tales.
if I were you.
What?
I said I wouldn't do that. I
Why?
said knock it off.
Why?
Because I just made stew in there, and if you blow it down, the whole
It's an
woods is going to
outhouse.
stink. Do you understand? Do you understand me, sir? Can't build a
By the
pool
way,
on
I think so. The Three Pigs tale and stuff. Back in the old days, especially in Europe, you had these. They called them like cautionary tales. They were these kind of like scary stories. They were meant to be scary to scare kids to not behave poorly. And I forget what the moral of the story for like the Three Pigs one, but if I remember right, in the original, like I think it might be European one, I think the wolf ends up eating all the pigs, if I remember right. Someone correct me on that. But yeah, those were old like cautionary tales.
my own land, and after my grandfather helped create one of this country's most beloved cartoon characters.
Okay, we have
Bugs
narrowed
Bunny?
it down to two possible names.
Looney
All in
Tunes?
favor of Bugs Bunny,
Yep. Oh no.
and all in favor of Ephraim the Retarded Rabbit.
We don't use
You can
that
all go to
word.
hell.
We don't use that
Look, here's a
word.
picture.
Okay, Peter. Gosh. Ephraim. Okay. Yep.
of your great
Is what it
granddad,
is.
Osias Griffin. He owned one of the first dozen telephones.
Ooh. First dozen.
Hello?
Hello, Jonathan?
No, what number are you calling?
7.
Well, this is 3.
Oh, sorry.
You gotta stand.
So because it was only that first dozen phones, the phone was invented by a Scottish inventor named Alexander Graham Bell. And I always thought it'd be fun. I would say this in class sometimes about like the first prank calls and stuff. And now they actually did one here of what that would be like. Fun fact, by the way, the original proposed standard greeting for when you pick up the phone. You know, we say hello today. The first one proposed was ahoy. So you pick it up and say ahoy. That would be the standard greeting. Do you think we should go to that?
Stand up for yourself. Like my great-grandfather, turn of the century, take on all comers, Griffin. All right, put him out, put him out.
I challenge you to
Are you having a
fisticuffs.
bully day? I'm having a bully day. Is everyone having a bully
Fisticuffs.
day? Bully, 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 bully. Oh, thank God we live in this time.
Except it was probably during the Depression. Boxing really got popular during the Depression. You've seen Cinderella Man. That's a good one. By the way, seeing that kangaroo there reminds me of that Australian kangaroo, that video. Have you seen the one where, like, I think the kangaroo, like, takes a dog, all right, a guy's dog, and the owner goes after him and like square up, and like, and the kangaroo like was squaring up too, and like a fist fight, and he punches the kangaroo in the face. Look that up sometime.
Grandfather's name was Jeep Grand Cherokee.
Oh, geez.
Chief Grand Cherokee. He was a rainmaker.
Is he faking these Native Americans?
I'm so happy doing the neutron dance. I'm just burning doing the neutron dance.
Is that an
I'm gonna
80s
go
song?
down in history like my great-great-grandfather, John Wilkes Photo Booth Griffin.
Oh, no. John Wilkes Booth was Lincoln's assassin. Oh, he's pissed. Oh, gosh.
You're not
Oh, gosh. John Wilkes Booth. Oh, my gosh. Brutal. John Wilkes Booth Griffin. So that's what happened. That's what happened at Ford's Theater. So outside of Ford's Theater, they had one of those booths. So John Wilkes Booth, famously the assassin of Abraham Lincoln, noted Southern activist. The war was basically over at that point. He goes out, famous. He was actually famous, by the way. Plays were, huge. He was an actor. He's actually somebody that was known to be like today, a celebrity assassinating a president. That's what the equivalent was. So he ends up shooting him, jumps off the balcony, breaks his leg, basically, has to hobble out, makes his way to a barn of some sympathizer or something, and has a standoff for like 3 days, I think, before he's finally killed in the shootout.
You're not fat, Chris. You just come from a long line of husky griffins, like your great-great-great-uncle Jabba the Griffin.
It's history.
Nipple pinchy. I'm not stopping.
Long
till I
time
look
ago in
as
a
good as my
galaxy
great
far,
aunt
far
legs
away.
go all the way up, Griffin.
Oh, gosh.
Hey, baby, do those legs go all the way up?
Why, yes, they do.
Oh, what?
Oh my God, you're a monster!
Come back.
Oh,
I'll
no.
let you do me in the back of the head. His great-grandpa was Thomas
Move on.
Griffin, a great philosopher.
Philosophers.
Thomas, would you please go look for a job?
Why? I'm never going to be remembered for anything.
Hey, that's the misnomer of philosophy. People think philosophy is just people thinking about stuff. Philosophy really is supposed to be the study of how we come to know truth, right? It's like a science, almost in a lot of ways. Use rationality, which can also be seen as almost like replaceable, like mathematically. Philosophy is getting a bad rap. Philosophy should be a required course in high school. Literally, because in a philosophy course, you would learn logical fallacies, which apparently nobody understands, because watch any political debate or anything like that. It'll be full of logical fallacies and people don't pick up on them. Anyone on my side? Philosophy, that stuff, that should be a core subject.
Not like my great-great-uncles, the Siamese twins who fought each other in the Civil War. I'm seceding, like hell you were.
No, he's dead.
Not too smart, huh?
Yeah, did not
Still
think that
stuck.
one through.
This is pure
Stuck with-
exploitation.
I have to look into more into Civil War. I should ask Vlogging Through History or somebody like that. I don't know of any specifically. Are there any specific stories of like biological brothers literally fighting each other? Maybe even twin brothers. Okay, maybe not Siamese. I want to know what the closest family relation was that literally lined up against each other in a Civil War battle. Let me know down below. I know we got some Civil War history people.
No, it's... Yeah, did not think that one through.
This is pure exploitation.
No, it's not. Those films my cousin Rufus used to do were pure exploitation.
Oh no, what is it?
From the cats who brought you Caddy Black, Black
What?
Draft, and Black Kramer versus Kramer comes a funky flick so
Black
bad you're gonna
exploitation
say,
movies of the
"Damn,
70s,
that's funky."
60s. Like Shaft or something. So those movies were supposed to be like the opposite.
Oh, you out of time, baby.
Show African Americans as heroes. Wait, what the heck? It's like Back to the Future. That's from Back to the Future.
Damn!
Rufus Griffin stars in Black to the Future.
Black to the Future. Final thoughts. All right, I hope you enjoyed that. Hope you enjoyed a little bit of history to go into the often very dark jokes of Family Guy. But my whole thing is I want to bring audiences, mainstream audiences, into the history community. And if Family Guy history jokes are going to take you a step deeper into liking history, I'm down. That's what a teacher should do, right? Get everybody excited about history. All right, if you liked this, I'm going to link some of my other Family Guy reactions around me, so definitely check those out. And I'm always looking for good compilations of stuff that you think might fit my channel. So come over to the Discord server. It's linked down below. Go to the video suggestions channel, and if you find good, funny collections, other shows too, you know, whatever you can find, especially that's history related, I always want to check it out. All right, with that, we'll see y'all next time. Bye.